read it in the news, okay?
Yeah, the news is like, oh
Okay.
yeah,
Oh, like
might be closed all the way through fall, so everyone started flipping out.
Yeah, I mean, it's only the first week, and we'll have to see if it really happens. What I'm trying to do is, did you guys? Well, what we're going to do today is one of our assignments. You're going to go on to this video simulation from. Is it not good? We're going to go on to this video simulation. Am I muted? What's going on?
You're good.
It doesn't. Mine doesn't work, Dr. Cap.
It got me stuck at one spot, but I know what I'm doing.
what? Thermo Fisher?
Yeah.
Yeah, that Thermo Fisher. Does it work on your
I
phone?
hear you, Tram. No, it's not supposed
I'm
to
doing
work
it on my
the
laptop.
Okay, I think for that one, it won't work on the phone. You need to do it on your laptop. Tram is watching a movie. Okay, that's great.
That's what you're doing.
But we'll go over that. So what I'm trying to do is rather than us kind of sitting down for 4 hours and looking at each other's pictures, I'll try and do more of an assignment and give you more of stuff to go on. I'm trying to, I'm trying to get more of that kind of labster stuff that you guys are going to need to do. Hopefully you like it. You'll get a chance. I don't know if some of you have done it. That's great. If not, but what I'll try and do is I'll show that. Again, realize there's something that's called netiquette. So, no flipping people off. Try to be civil towards one another, which you guys always are. Wear pants to our meetings. You don't necessarily have to brush your hair, but sometimes it may be nice if you have it. And just in general, try and give positive feedback while we're here. So while I'm talking and stuff like that, you could give me a thumbs up or whatever. I could do polls. So what I'm going to do is add a poll right now. Add a question.
Instagram Live.
How do you Okay. Oh, hello, are you there? Okay. So I tried to do a poll. All right, so I don't know how to do polls. I'll figure out how to do polls next time.
Okay.
And all that
Right.
kind of stuff. All right. So before we start, does anyone have any questions or any comments or anything else like that?
Yeah, I think my computer's too old for this simulation.
Yeah, because I had other people do it. Well, Kat, is there any way that we can get you another computer or something like that to work with during this downtime?
I can try, borrow my brother.
Yeah, if not, it'd be really hard to do. I mean, I could always go on campus and get one of the computers from our lab and lend it to you.
You get arrested.
I would have to clear it with my dean, but the district is really they really want to make sure that people can do this kind of stuff. So, Kat, if you really can't do it, you can't borrow your brothers and stuff like that, kind of let me know, and I can try and grab some of those computers out of the lab.
Okay.
And lend them to you. You promise you would take care of them and you wouldn't let your dog nest on it or anything else, or excrete the anal gland thing on it or anything.
Honest.
Giving me ideas.
I'm going to get back at the timeline. So these are extraordinary times. And again, people are telling me that, because all of you want to go on and do other things and you want to get credit for the course that you're taking. And this is a pretty heavy lab course. Again, you've done a lot of work, right? We've done at least 4 passages of our cells and stuff, and you've kept them alive for a while and stuff. So you have a lot of techniques kind of under your belt. So I'm happy enough with that. hopefully what will happen is in the next couple of weeks, they'll maybe we could kind of go out and maybe have you guys come in the lab, practice social distance and stuff like that. And we could do a few more labs and kind of figure out what you can do, or we can validate kind of what you do. So that's a possibility. So that's my intent, is roughly in about a month and a half time, we're able to kind of go back into the lab. So let's see. Are you guys okay with me on that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do is we all can share the screen. I'm going to go to the Outlook. Sorry, I'm going to go to the Google document that we have. Where is that Google document? Okay. There's a document. Here's a copy of the shift change. All right. So I'll go through and read it. So bear with me. As you know, this is a heavy lab-based course. I'm in the process of getting some online simulations to Labsters. Thermo Fisher is the first one. So if you click on this Thermo Fisher, so if you click on that, this has the kind of the first lab basics. And so if you go on there, you're going to have to answer some questions. Put your name and your last name, and that all should work. Tell them that you're doing tissue culture and protein expression, maybe in protein analytics, that we're doing transfection or cell imaging, and that we are working with cancer organoids. Those like balled up things that we have in our hex cells are cancer organoids, cancer spheroids. We're looking at established cell lines. So that's the mouse macrophage line, as well as the HEC line. You could almost call them immune cells. And then we're going to work with primary cells. We didn't get a chance to. So aren't you guys glad that I sacrificed the chickens early? Otherwise, we would have had some chickens in there. If we were to come back a month from now and had dead baby chickens inside that incubator, that would not.
You mean the ones you froze?
Oh.
Actually, yeah, that's a pretty good point.
No, we've had that happen before, where somebody forgot about the chickens, and we come back during spring break, and there's an incubator full of chickens.
That's more.
Go ahead and sign up here. I've had a number of people do it. So I had Kat do it for us, but she couldn't do it. It may be because her computer's a little bit old. I've had 3 other people do it, and they said they were able to do it no problem. If you're having problems do it, kind of let me know, and we can try and get you a computer on it. But what I want you guys to do with that is go through and do that simulation. It's meant to be virtual reality. So it's made for kind of the headsets that you wear and that you do. If you have those, I guess you can hook up to them. If you don't, it will work on a regular computer. Sorry, it will not work on your phones. What I want you to do, it should take you about an hour. Some of you may take more, some of you less. Send me a screenshot. So they should give you a certificate at the end of this. Send me a screenshot of that certificate, and I will give you 10 points. Does that sound good?
Yep.
Okay. Then what I want to do after that, go time. After you're finished with the demonstration, I would like you to compare and contrast what you learned in that session. So we've been doing a whole bunch of stuff. So you have in your lab notes a procedure for feeding and transferring the cells. And this program, this demonstration in tissue culture, they talk about freezing cells and stuff like that. Don't do that. What I want you to do is how they cultured and passage the cells. Compare and contrast what they do with kind of what you do in lab. And so I have a Google document here, so you can click on that Google document. That's a folder. You could put in there your particular procedure that you have. And then what I would do, so I'm going to open up that procedure. So I'm just going to make a new Google Doc. Yes, create in a shared folder. And I'm just going to call this next procedure. Okay, take cells out of the incubator. And then what I want you to do is I want to have your process there. And then what you can do is insert, sounds like somebody has a bird or something. Insert a comment and list what it is.
Empieza online. No, como...
Okay, did you see how I added that comment? So just add your comments as to how it is different and kind of what you think about it. Okay? So that should take about an hour. Again, I'll give you till about, what did I say? I'm going to give you a time for that.
You said an hour, give or take?
So, yeah, the simulation should take you about an hour. I'd like you to have it done. So by this Friday, I'd like you to have it all done. Look at the simulation. You know, I'd recommend that you do it tonight because I will be here and you can email me and stuff. But we could do that and then make this Google Documents. I'm going to grade it Friday night. I'm going to start grading this. The second thing I want to do, it's a little bit of a weird video, but genetically engineered is the future. Our future is genetically engineered. So this is kind of a TED Talk. Sometimes they can be weird. And there's two things that I want you to kind of do out of this. And again, what they want to do is they give some background information. I want you to grab some of that background information and tell me a little bit more about it. Okay?
Yeah.
And then what I'd like you to do is discuss how we will actually rival nature or how we can beat nature in the future. And that would be more of a discussion. And again, when I do discussions, you know, as long as you're not giving me really crazy stuff, like, you know, the all-knowing being Beelzebub told me to say this. As long as you're saying something, you know, I'll take it. I just want to see some discussion on it, and I will go into that discussion. So if you click on this link, let's see if it works. It's on a YouTube, and it's 18 minutes long. Okay, there it is. Disclosure. Okay.
Not exaggeration.
All right, that's the guy.
Here is a
All
single
right.
cell.
So that's it. So I want you to watch that video. Then what I want you to do after you watch that video, or while you're watching the video, you could go on. I have a slide deck, and so if you go onto this slide deck, and you could put in some slides. So if you notice here it's empty, go plus, add in some slides, and then you can fill in those slides. And so what I want you to do is to take something that they talked about in that, I want you to take something that they talked about in that video and tell me a little bit more about it. So you'll have about 3 informational slides. And so they talked about something called a cell atlas. Does anyone know what a cell atlas is? No, but one of you is going to tell the rest of the class all about the cell atlas. Again, the Rosetta Stone of genetics, computation tools, curing cancer, those are all things that we could have. As long as they mentioned it in the discussion, you can go ahead and do that. If you see this and you're still unsure of what to talk about, I can give you some of that, I can give you information on it. Again, what I want you to do is we're going to go on to Canvas, and I have a discussion board in there. As long as you log into the discussion board and start saying something, again, unless it's nonsense, I'll give you 5 points for it. But what I want to do is have you guys give at least 3 responses of at least kind of like a paragraph long. You can't just say yes, no, or in 1973. You know, it has to be a little bit more. And I want you to discuss about kind of the future of genetic engineering. And so I think this is a little bit important. We can talk a little bit about the ethics here. Don't worry, I won't judge you as long as you put something on, as long as you argue your response and say something viable, I will give you the points on that. So I will be a part of that board too, and I'll try and start it up. I also want to talk individually about your projects, about 10 points. And then if we go here, I set up some times for you tonight. So I have no problem. If you want to talk to me about this tomorrow, about your individual project, we could go ahead and do that, or we can be here on this, on the discussion board. what I was going to do is I was just going to record this. Well, you guys are all here. I recorded this part of the discussion board. I'll probably stop the discussion pretty much now, and then kind of I will be here. I'll be at my desk here. Oh, do you guys want to see?
Where's Peeves?
Here, I'll show you. So I'm going to stop sharing now. And I got to see what you guys see. Okay, there I am. So I'm in my basement. This is my laboratory. That's where I make my beer. Okay, that's where I have my incubator to make my yogurt and stuff. I have over here, there's Peeves.
Peeves.
What's Peeps?
He's a tortoise.
Oh, he is.
Legend.
The tortoise. Oh my god. Oh my god. Everyone has
Peeves
their
is
dog.
I believe, a female Greek tortoise. She's about 20 years old now, and she'll live to be about 85. So I'm hoping to find somebody who I can give it to her who's going to be a little bit longer lived than me.
Wow.
And then I also have a culture of walking sticks. So that's my other pet.
I want a praying mantis.
Usual.
Who praying mantises are cool. But I'm in the basement and I'm in Pacifica. Oh, so here, let me go.
MTV Cribs.
Oh, geez, that's Joe.
So there's the pier out there somewhere. Yeah. Okay, so my children are telling me I'm too loud.
My kid said to keep it down.
They can hear me upstairs. All right. So what I'll do with that is I'm gonna stop the recording now, and I'll record that. But you could go ahead and take a look at this. I will remain online, or you can get me through texting me. Does everyone know my number?
Mm. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I put it up 255-2364. So you can text me. Please not at 3 o'clock in the morning. Pick you up at a bar, which you shouldn't be. Okay. But first try and get on and do that simulation. That's important because if you can't do the simulation, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk with Labsters, and we're going to probably do about 10 more simulations with them, or at least 5 more simulations with them. So we got a bit more that we're going to do with them, and some background information that I can give you. A lot of it's going to be reading and kind of discussing that we have. I will also be on the discussion board. After you're done with that, maybe listen to the TED Talk and see what you think about that, and get some of your preliminary materials on there. I need to listen to it again and give you a little bit more of a list at what that is. Also, I'll be around tonight if you want to talk about your individual projects. I will kind of go on and take a look at them a little bit. A lot has happened since we've done that, and so we have to see. Some of you are doing some activities that we may not be able to, you're right, Kat's right. If they cancel classes for the rest of the semester, we won't be able to do it. But I would like to get some of the stuff, I'd like to get prepped so that we can do it. And part of what you need to be able to do is to do that preparation. And so we'll see it. All right. Does anyone have any